Here I am, the world-famous ballet dancer, at an important moment in my career. My first real interview, and he's making out as if I don't exist. What's the matter with him? He's so easily distracted. Maybe if I pretend he's not here, which is so easy to do, he'll finally get the message of how unimportant he can be to me. Boys are such a worry. He's either vain and needs to be constantly reminded of his presence, like some superhero who has plans on saving the world, or else he's the creative and more sensitive type, considerate, but living in a world entirely of his own making, and into which he either chooses to include me or not. It's so frustrating and difficult to tell the different character traits. But the way he keeps looking at that pencil jiggling around between his fingers makes me think. He could be the exception to the rule. Someone who can't take his mind off things, like that jiggling pencil, means it could occupy his attention completely. Oh, rats! I could be here for days, even a week or more. Byron? Tell me the first thing that comes into your mind.
Huh? What?
Sword. Take your time. Do you feel the urge to do something heroic? I know how difficult it must be for you to tear yourself away from that pencil that you jiggle over that blank page.
What are you talking about? Please take a seat.
Oh, beautiful.
Quiet, I just had a thought.
Gracious. Only one?
Huh?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself.
Okay, but keep it down.
Maybe if I tell you a little about myself, something might spark your interest to ask me a question. After all, this is an interview, isn't it? Or you might want to hear about my career as a famous ballet dancer who captured the interest of the world when I danced the Dying Swan. There was talk of my technique and grace. Maybe you heard that, huh? If only you could see inside my mind. I suppose that's like wishing today was tomorrow, because tomorrow anything can happen. Dreams can come true, and I might get this interview over. Tomorrow is the day we start again. Tomorrow there is a new hope. Tomorrow you might know that I exist. After all the buildings have fallen down and the trucks have cleared away the rubble and there's a big open clear space, I'll be able to show myself as a famous ballet dancer. I can see me now, about to walk on stage. The dance is the Dying Swan. Finally I'm ready. Feeling good, and I launch myself into the dance, immediately feeling at one with the music. All my movements are fluid, extremely graceful. And wonderfully smooth.
Just say your name, please.
Holly,
Like in Hollywood?
don't try your luck.
Thank you, Holly.
Are you keeping a file on me? I don't know why you would want to. What's the point? What will you do with it? Will you gather all the information about all the other kids in the world? What about those who have been brainwashed by adults who have forgotten what it's like to be a kid? Maybe if you put all the information into a giant egg and launched it into space for somebody else to find in 2,000 years, it might be worthwhile. Byron, what's going on?
Keep talking. I'm writing a poem.
Let me hear it.
Not yet.
Please yourself, but if this is an interview, I'm not saying another word.
But it's not finished yet.
See if I care.
I could do with a little help.
Read it out loud.
No, I can't. Well, all right.
Let me see. Now what have you got here? Imagine a world where the sky is all green and the day is a noise stretching into the night. All the people wish for the sun, while children hide, running inside their heads, from mothers who whip them and send them to bed, to dream of
That's the part that needs work.
To dream of jelly and custard instead.
I was going to say, to dream of frogs and a dead witch's head.
Yucky.
I can think of a better one than that, like pushing a finger into a dead dog's eye.
Try to think of pretty things.
Why?
Think of flowers and fairy moss under a tree.
What about maggots crawling out of a dead pig's arse?
I thought the idea here was to interview me.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me something about yourself.
Well,
Tell me what you think of the world.
sometimes I think someone has let the air out of the world, and now it's smaller and we are all living a lot closer together, like frogs when they hatch in a very tiny pond. I ask myself, who's going to keep the water clean? Maybe we will start to live inside our own heads, like your poem, or in a dream. I can see you asleep inside a metal pipe. You wake up at the sound of helicopters. You are annoyed at being disturbed, and you bump the pipe with your body, knocking me off my feet. What are you doing in my dream?
How should I know? You tell me.
This is weird.
What's up with you?
I'm a dying swan.
Huh? What?
Listen to me. I've had a profound experience here.
You have?
Let's just say the earth moved for me.
Why do girls always talk in riddles?
Just because you'll never understand. Oh, forget it.
When I look at you, a voice inside my head whispers to me saying, Byron, you can be grateful you're not horizontally challenged like that.
Hey, I fell down, all right?
You were dancing again?
Why? What are you trying to say?
Nothing. How about oops?
You might not realize it, but I practice all the time.
Holly, I think there's something I have to tell you. It's urgent.
One day, I'll be famous and live in modest luxury.
Are you listening to me?
You'll be lucky if you ever see me again.
You know you said the earth moved for you, right?
I won't have to be afraid ever again. I can see it now.
Well, I believe you and I don't. Only it didn't move. Not really, if you know what I mean.
I will practice my dance steps in my own studio.
Did you hear what I just said?
Huh?
I'm telling you I did it.
What?
The earth did not move. I knocked you down. And I'm sorry.
I know you did, you big goose.
Are you angry with me?
Well, look what you've done.
I didn't want to be here in the first place. One moment I was interviewing you. How did we end up here?
Who cares? You went ahead and knocked me over anyway.
Can you please tell me what we're doing here?
We're waiting, of course.
How did you do this? I'm dying to know.
We're waiting for tomorrow.
Did you bang your head?
It was a thump.
A cosmic happening starts with a bang, you know.
Don't get cute.
What made you think you were a swan?
I suggest you think carefully before asking another dumb question.
My head hurts when I think. Come on, let's get out of here.
No, we can't.
Why not?
I told you. We're waiting for tomorrow.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Well, don't just stand there like a dummy. Help me up, silly.